RHONY Ramona singer slammed for teenage Facetune. Former RHONY OG Ramona singer is being slammed for an interesting teenage Facetune. The controversial and often tone-deaf cast member has been obsessed with staying young. So what happened when she tried to edit her latest post? It did not go well. Keep reading for further details. Ramona singer slammed for teenage Facetune. During her 13 seasons on RHONY, Ramona singer had an eye lift, breast augmentation, and a full set of veneers. She also experimented with various non-invasive procedures, but claimed she never had a facelift. At the season 12 reunion, Dorinda Medley called Ramona out for having a lift, but she vehemently denied this ever happening. Fans are not so sure as she keeps aging backward, but she claims it is because of her Ageless by Ramona skin line. Ramona loves to share photos of herself, but the latest one was way too tuned that it was clearly a fail. She had gone out to eat with 2 male friends, but throughout the day she was all over her social media stories. Ramona looked completely different than she had in the group photo, and fans took note. During the day she looked very much like her usual self. She was chatting away, and then when she got to dinner, something strange happened. That RHONY OG's face was smoothed out to no end, and fans noted that she looked like her daughter Avery. More so, the 2 men looked okay while Ramona almost appeared superimposed into the snap, and it was very disturbing. Immediately, people hopped into Ramona singer's comments to ask what was going on. They did not understand the need for the excessive Facetune. She quickly clapped back at the comments and maintained the editing was not her doing. Rather, she put it on her 2 male friends she was out with. It does not make sense why they seemingly only edited her down to teenage status and kept themselves relatively normal looking. Stop it, Ramona. Knowing how odd this photo looked, it is questionable why the former RHONY star even shared it. Did she not think that people would catch on or react? Ramona singer catches heat for almost every snap she shares, but this is next level. So what else did fans have to say about the overly edited picture? Some noted that she forgot to edit her hands in the process and that they did not match her face. Others still believed that Ramona looked incredible, regardless of the poor Facetune. They felt she was aging backwards, and there was nothing wrong with that. It also made fans want her back on RHONY, which is common at this point. Viewers do not care for the new cast and want their OGs back. Ramona singer, the 68-year-old former star of The Real Housewives of New York City, RHONY, recently found herself at the center of social media scrutiny after posting a heavily edited photo on Instagram. The image, taken during a night out in Palm Beach, Florida, showcased singer with an unusually youthful appearance, prompting fans to question the authenticity of the photo. Many commented that the overuse of filters made her look significantly younger, with some joking that she appeared to be 16 years old. AOL, +3, page 6. +3. The U.S. Sun, +3, page 6. +2. The U.S. Sun, +2. People.com, +2. The stark contrast between singer's smoothed facial features and her untouched arm and hand in the photo further fueled speculation about digital alterations. The editing was so pronounced that even Facetune, the popular photo editing app, responded humorously on social media by reposting the comparison image and commenting, "Girl, why'd you have to drag me into this?" Page 6. People.com, +1. The U.S. Sun, +1. This incident is not the first time singer has faced criticism for altering her appearance. In the past, she has admitted to undergoing cosmetic procedures, including Botox, an eye lift, fillers, and breast implants to maintain a youthful look. Despite these admissions, the recent photo sparked renewed discussions about the pressures of aging in the public eye and the use of digital enhancements to meet societal beauty standards. MEAW. +2. The U.S. Sun. +2, page 6. +2, the U.S. Sun. Singer has yet to respond directly to the latest wave of criticism. However, the incident has reignited conversations about authenticity, self-image, and the influence of social media on perceptions of beauty, especially among public figures. In the ever-glittering, contour-heavy universe of The Real Housewives of New York City, where a glass of Pinot is considered a personality trait and brunch is practically a battleground, Ramona Singer has always reigned as one of the OG drama queens. But this week, the 60-something reality star wasn't stirring the pot with her usual sharp tongue. Instead, it was her Photoshop skills, or lack thereof, that lit social media on fire. It all began with an innocent enough selfie. Ramona, dolled up in a plunging dress with her signature blonde locks cascading down her shoulders, posted a photo to Instagram with the caption, "Feeling fabulous at any age, #ageless, #blessed, #RHONY forever." But fans quickly noticed something was off. Her skin, smoother than a silk napkin, her jawline, sharper than a butter knife, and her eyes, brighter than a ring light in a Manhattan glam room. Within minutes, the post was flooded with comments like, "Girl, who is this teenager you posted?" And "Ramona, is that you or your daughter's high school yearbook pic?" Even loyal followers couldn't help but question the reality star's apparent attempt to Facetune herself back into her sophomore year of high school. The situation spiraled from shady giggles to full-on Bravo-fueled frenzy when Bravo fan accounts began doing side-by-side comparisons of the heavily filtered post against unedited photos of Ramona from a recent charity event. The difference? Like night and airbrush day, fans accused her of setting unrealistic standards for aging women and perpetuating the beauty lie one smooth forehead at a time. Even some of Ramona's fellow housewives chimed in, subtly of course. Luan de Lesseps reposted an old pic of the two on her stories, captioned, "Aging like fine wine, unfiltered, darling." Meanwhile, Sandra Morgan couldn't resist tossing in her signature brand of shady humor by commenting, "Who knew you had a twin in high school we never met?" While some defended Ramona, praising her confidence and encouraging her to do whatever makes her feel beautiful, others weren't so forgiving. Critics slammed her for Facetuning herself to the point of near unrecognizability, accusing her of feeding into the very pressures that housewives often claim they want to dismantle. One viral TikTok from a Bravo enthusiast dubbed the image the Benjamin Button of selfies, while another video racked up thousands of likes simply captioned, "Ramona Singer starring in 13 going on 60. Ouch." In true Ramona fashion, she doubled down. The very next day, she posted a boomerang of herself, sipping champagne by the pool with a caption that read, "Haters gonna hate. I'm living my best life. #self-love, #no regrets." But critics weren't buying it. Commenters asked if her iPhone had a fountain of youth setting they didn't know about, while others begged her to free the wrinkles and embrace her natural beauty. Beauty experts even got in on the conversation, with one NYC-based esthetician tweeting, "There's a fine line between a good filter and total facial fiction." Ramona crossed it, ran past it, and kept sprinting. But perhaps the most telling reaction came from Avery Singer, Ramona's 20-something daughter and sometimes voice of reason. When asked about the post during a podcast appearance, Avery diplomatically replied, "My mom does what makes her feel good." But I do think authenticity is important. Social media can be really toxic if we're not being honest, especially for younger women. Translation: Mom, put the app down. It's not the first time Ramona has found herself in hot water over Instagram antics. Remember the time she accidentally tagged a random teen as her facialist? Or when she posted a candid bikini shot with a perfectly posed reflection in the wine glass? But this teenage-level Facetune may go down in RHONY history as her most iconic social media scandal yet. And let's be real, if the housewives can't be relied upon for over-the-top glam and the occasional Photoshop fail, then what are we even doing here? As season 15 of RHONY looms, fans are wondering, will this spark a new feud on the show? Could Luan confront her about #FacetuneGate during a boat ride in the Hamptons? Will Andy Cohen bring it up at the reunion with a side-by-side on the big screen? One thing's for sure. If there's a camera, a cocktail, and a controversy, Ramona will be at the center of it. In the meantime, her latest selfie, still up, still smoothed within an inch of its life, remains a digital monument to the Bravo star's refusal to age quietly. Like her or not, Ramona Singer has always believed she's the picture of youth. It's just that now, that picture might be created with a very generous filter.